Hi, Leo. Welcome to your Mercury retrograde reading for the month of November 2020. Any and all information that you need on this reading is found in the description box. We are currently in Mercury retrograde and will remain there until November 3rd. So let's get right into your reading. Your general energy will go on this side. Your love reading energy will go on the side with the roses, okay? And as always, Leo, you'll take what is and leave what's not. For those of you who are cross-watching for your person of interest who is a Leo, you will reverse the roles as needed, okay? Oh, wow. This is the general energy for your reading, Leo. So a lot of you are, taking a retreat, taking some time away from a situation that really just kind of drained you. This could actually be where some of you just don't really feel like entertaining anyone. Leo is a very sociable sign. It's a very extroverted energy. So if you are actually feeling this way, Leo, it's probably warranted. I do think that I last left off on your reading, Leo. You were actually in the process of leaving something behind. A lot of no BS energy that you were putting out in your last reading that I did for you, where you're just not really putting up with a whole lot of BS. So I'm not surprised that this energy came out. I'm not surprised at all, because some of you actually have been dealing with the situation for quite some time that, like I said, left you feeling a bit drained. So let's go ahead and pull you a love energy, okay? And I hope that these messages find you well and that you'll be able to get some clarity on whatever your love situation is. And I have been letting everyone know some of these messages that are going to come out have already actually happened, okay? Oh, wow. It says retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. How perfect is this? How fitting is this with this other energy here talking about the Four of Swords? So some of you actually are literally going on a retreat. This could be a trip with your partner or with friends and family. This could be vacation. A lot of you are probably feeling like you really need this vacation. I am getting the sense that whatever happened or whatever has happened in your world in the last few weeks, Leo, it's left you feeling like you were a bit on E, like you just really need some time to yourself during this time. So very interesting there. Let's go ahead and pull you some general energy to get more information for you. Got some stuff that's trying to fall out. Okay, well, this is trying to fall out. We have the Temperance card. I'm not surprised that this card is coming out. This is represented by Sagittarius, but a lot of people have been getting this card in their readings. It's also divine patience and guidance, and this is also a really good reminder that your spirit guides are not far from you, okay? So this situation, like I said, it could be involving a Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to. What energies do we have for Leo? We got something else falling out. Oh, I love it, Leo. We got the Ten of Cups here. This is happiness. This is abundance. This is you being able to come into your own. Something is making you very happy. Even though you've been on E, some of you might have worked a bit of overtime and you just need some time off. Some of you might have a stressful position at work that requires a lot of authority, requires a lot of energy. I love seeing this Ten of Cups energy still, because this is still indicative that you are still finding happiness in your life. Some of you could be taking a nice little trip or a vacation, mind you, with your partner. What else do we have for Leo? Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so here's some fire energy coming through. Could be a fellow Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius coming through in your reading. Doesn't have to be. And then we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, this is like a celebration of some sort. So yeah, some of you actually are celebrating something. Those of you that do plan on going out for the holidays, You know, we have Halloween coming up tomorrow. This Three of Cups could be spending a lot of time with friends and family, but I actually do read this as more of a celebration of some kind. You know, like I said, like I feel like a lot of you maybe might be planning a trip or planning to go on a trip with some friends or family, or maybe this love connection that you have here. So far so good, Leo. You know, you've had some pretty good readings the past few weeks that I have actually read you. It's been very good energy here. You know, other than, of course, I did a general reading for you on Instagram last week, which I don't think actually saved. And that energy was talking a lot about you not tolerating anyone's stuff, like anyone's drama. I mean, you were very much affected by whatever was going on weeks ago. And it's like now you're coming into this abundance of happiness. So I'm very, very happy to see this for you, Leo. And you are represented by the sun and by the lion. So that's very, very happy, passionate, fiery energy there. So I'm not surprised that a lot of you guys are seeking your own happiness. Okay, we do have the Devil card coming out. Some of you could be dealing with the Capricorn. Doesn't necessarily have to be. And this is coming out under Temperance. Just straighten this curtain out a little bit. That way the cards can lay flat. We have the Hermit card coming out. This could be dealing with the Virgo. Interesting. You had Virgo energy come out last week. This is coming out under the Ten of Cups. This feels very spiritual, that Hermit card there. We have the Judgment card coming out underneath Knight of Wands. So this is definitely some things being made clear to you. Next out, we have the Three of Swords, okay, coming out under the Three of Cups. Okay, so we got threes going on here. Okay, possibly some karmic interference coming in here with your partner. Okay, so for those of you who are single, okay, and you don't have anyone really in your reality, I do see where, I'm not going to necessarily say that this person's trying to come back again, but what I will say is that for a lot of you, I do feel like this celebrating that you're doing, this trip, this retreat, this vacation, it feels very focused around family. And I know that sounds really strange because this is a love reading here, Leo. But for a lot of you, I am reading that some of you just aren't looking for love right now. That doesn't mean that you're not connected with somebody. Possibly your partner could be working a lot and you know, for some reason, for some of you, I am reading that you're taking a trip, but it's going to be with friends and family. Doesn't mean that anything that does necessarily has to be wrong here. But with this, I'll start on this side. With this Devil card coming out here underneath the Temperance card, this is definitely some energy that I want to clarify because this can be seen as low vibrations, a lot of attachments, a lot of negativity, negative attachments, or maybe even some codependency issues. This very much feels like some of you are wanting to get some space away from your partner. Doesn't mean a breakup. It just means, you know, maybe, you know, this person that you're involved with has sort of a clingy factor to them. And maybe it's drained some of you to the point where you're like, I really need a break from this, or I really need some time away, you know, to kind of spend time with myself. But I'm going to go ahead and clarify this Devil energy. And again, you know, take what is and leave what isn't. But yeah, a lot of you, you know, this feels like you and your partner are spending some time apart, not because you're not getting along, but just naturally spending time apart, you know. And I do think that sometimes time apart from your partner is actually healthy. Yeah, we have the Eight of Wands coming out underneath the Devil energy. So for those of you who are in a committed union, and, you know, we are in a Mercury retrograde right now. So sometimes there's disagreements that do come up with partners. And those of you who might have had some disagreements with your partner, maybe you guys did decide to take a break from each other, not a breakup, but a break. This Eight of Wands energy here, this shows the resolution to the situation. Okay, this right here is indicative that you guys are actually going to be working it out. Possibly this has already happened and you've moved past this energy here. But yeah, definitely working through your issues of miscommunication here with that Mercury retrograde. Now, this Hermit card is very interesting here because, like I said, I mean, if you're not dealing with the Virgo energy, I could very easily say that this is very self-reflective energy. I feel like a lot of you have really been in your heads about some things. I think that a lot of you are questioning whether you want to stay in a certain connection or not. Doesn't mean, like I said, that this applies to everyone, because I'm reading that some of you are actually very fulfilled and happy in your connection. Okay, so again, if this doesn't necessarily apply to you, you don't want to take it. But for those of you where there was some infidelity involved or karmic involved in this situation, I feel like you told your partner you needed time to think about whether or not you still wanted this connection. So it was almost like, you know, you found out about it, or some of you found out about this third person or this other person that your partner was involved with, or this could be you being involved with someone, Leo. But it's almost like you found out about it and you told your partner, instead of breaking up, you're like, I need time. Because I'm not necessarily reading deceitful energy. I'm just reading that a lot of you are just taking time away from people, or time away from your connection, possibly, so that you can, you know, think about this. Because this Hermit card, it's not just a lonely feeling. Sometimes it can read as depression, you know, and you know, kind of some sadness. And maybe some of you did experience some sadness with this Three of Swords energy coming out. But this is also a deeply reflective, deeply intuitive energy where you're just, you're to yourself, you're thinking about things, you're contemplating, you know. And then I love that it's coming out under the Ten of Cups, because ultimately, Leo, you've decided that this situation is not going to make or break you. Okay, so it's almost like you took this in stride. Like whatever this karmic energy was that tried to come in and interfere, I do feel like you and your partner are going to overcome it. You know, this is actually something that you're personally dealing with in your reality. But I also see where a lot of you said that this isn't going to make or break you in this situation. Now, we do have the Five of Cups coming out under the Hermit card. So yeah, I do feel like this did hurt your feelings. This situation here left you feeling hurt, left you feeling like maybe some difficulty moving on. And maybe that's why you said you needed some time, because there's a lot of isolation with this Four of Swords and this retreat. Okay, almost feels like you're taking that trip so that you can clear your head. And for those of you who've been extremely stressed at work, maybe a vacation's not such a bad idea. Let's go ahead and clarify this Judgment card. I do feel this Judgment card is also rooted in a decision as to whether or not you want to stay in this connection after finding this out. So let's see what comes out. This is a different type of energy, Leo. But I really do love how you're taking it, though. I love how you're taking this information in stride. Like, you know, this cheating energy or third party energy, you know, even though you were sad about it, it's like you're moving forward, though. You know, especially with this Knight of Wands. I mean, that's fast action. That's fast acting movement. Yeah, okay, so we got the Ten of Wands coming through. So yeah, you're working very hard to get past this energy, with or without your partner. Feels like it's very solitary. Feels like some of you are still thinking about whether or not you want this connection. With this Judgment card coming out, though, a lot of truths that were not necessarily revealed to you in the beginning will come to light. And I feel like some of you actually have already come into this truth. And when I hear see it, judgment here, I also think of second chances. So that's why I said, you know, some of you might have decided, you know, that you're going to work through this energy with this karmic interference. You know, some of you might have said, you know, this is not going to break our connection. This is something that we can move past. But just because you told them that you could move past it, Leo, doesn't mean that you're not still in your feelings about it. Because a lot of you are still thinking about this. And it's almost like you said, you know what, you know, whoever this is, they're clearly no threat to you. Okay, they're no threat to you and your confidence. Right? But it's in terms of you wanting to actually think about the future of this connection. A lot of you said, I need to disconnect and think. And it's got your partner feelings kind of scared. It's really, really got your partner shook, whoever you're dealing with, Leo, whether you experience this third party situation, it's got them feeling like, wow, what is really going to happen? And I think you meant to do that. I think you meant to kind of scare them up a little bit and be like, look, I got to decide some things, but I got some things I have to think about. Because you have this Nine of Pentacles coming out underneath. What did I just say? Y'all, this situation, listen, Leo, this situation did not make or break you, baby. If anything, it made you stronger. And I think you feel that too. This Nine of Pentacles energy, this is very secure, stable energy here. This is you moving out of that insecurity that was caused by this person. I almost feel like this karmic energy was no threat to you, Leo. I'm getting a really funny kind of feeling about this, because it's almost like, whoever this person was, whatever karmic energy this was, and again, Leo, the roles can be reversed. It could be you that stepped out, but whoever it was that actually committed this or stepped out of the relationship, marriage, union, whatever, it's almost like it didn't phase you as much as like, this person that they stepped out with, they can never be no match for you. That's what I'm getting at. This person is no match for you. Okay? They can't compete with you and your stability. Okay? So it was almost like a selfish based reason why your person chose to step out. But it was almost like you don't feel threatened by this energy at all. It's almost like you're just annoyed. It's like, I'm not mad about it. I'm just annoyed. Because now I have to try to see, and figure out, what I want. If I want to stay with you in this connection. You know what I mean? So it's like you took a step away from this to protect your peace. And that's what I see, Leo. I see you protecting your peace through this. Now, for those of you where this is not infidelity, this is not somebody actually stepping out, there's still something that happened here. Okay, and it could be all the arguments that were happening in the past, because again, we have the Devil card and the Eight of Wands energy. So it could have been some misunderstandings. I don't want to just chalk all of this up to infidelity, okay, because you have to apply where it fits, Leo. But for the majority of you, there was some karmic interference, and baby, they were no threat to you, whoever they were. But it was annoying to you. It was to the point where you said, I need to take some time away. And some of you, this is your partner trying to make it up to you by planning this trip. Those of you where your partner stepped out and they're feeling kind of bad about this, I feel like a lot of them are probably planning this trip with you. Probably going to surprise you with this trip, Leo, to try to see, can you guys maybe rekindle things, and can y'all actually get past this situation? So I'm actually going to go ahead and pull some advice here. A lot of cards fell, but I'm not going to use these because so many fell out. Let's pull some advice. Well, guess that didn't take long, did it? Okay. It says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, I see. So yeah, Leo, this particular card here, this speaks to how casual this situation might be. Now, for those of you where you're just casually dating and this karmic energy came out, I feel like that's why maybe when you found out all of this, you weren't necessarily depressed by it. I mean, you were a little hurt, but you weren't depressed by it. I think a lot of you are open to whatever happens with this connection. And the reason I say that is because you might have more than one love interest, Leo, with this card coming out. It's almost like, this person who did this or who stepped out, it's almost like it didn't really phase you so much. I mean, you were a little bit bothered by it. You're in your feelings as far as thinking about whether you want to continue with them. But by this card coming out right here, it's almost like you have options, Leo. Like you have options. And I really love that energy that's coming out, where it's showing that this situation did not cause you to revert to yourself, okay? It didn't cause you to actually say, well, what is it about me? No, this is causing you to actually keep it moving. So, for those of you who maybe rejected someone, Maybe someone was in your DMs and was trying to talk to you in the past. Not necessarily a toxic ex, okay? I don't want to interpret this as a toxic ex. But for those of you who actually have that person that likes you, that wants to talk to you, you never know. You might want to keep an open mind as it pertains to that situation, especially if this current connection that you're in has this karmic interference, and it's kind of just like not depressing to you, but just it got to you a little bit in terms of wanting to take a break from the person, okay? So I really hope this resonated, Leo. I know it's all over the place. I think I was speaking to a couple of different crowds here. I'm sending all my love to you. Be sure to comment in the comments and let me know if this resonated with you, okay? And I hope that y'all take care.